let's take a look at how I got this photo to where I wanted it to be. And if you are not on my mailing list, you didn't get the intro about how the photo came about and my steps for creating it, you can head over to the loririce.com Creating You blog. I have it linked below to the post that kind of explains some of that, and you can join my mailing list through the link below as well. This is the final photo, and I'm going to take you through the steps that I took to get there. So this is where we started. And the first step for me is the crop, because I like to know what I'm going to be working with. And this video assumes that you are a Lightroom user, that you know the tools that are within Lightroom. So I'll show you what I did here. Cropped it down, and from there I take it through my workflow, my process, and all the things that I typically change on my photos. It gets a bit more extreme with this particular photo because the point of this and creating it was that I wanted to show you how you can come at a photo knowing that it's going to need editing in the end to get it to where you want it to be. So we start with exposure, very little adjustment there. You're going to see these change over here on the right as I click through. Contrast, I like contrasty photos. I always take blacks down in my photos. It's just my photo style. And then I adjusted the texture, the clarity, and the dehaze. I often play with vibrance and saturation, but those changes I made, as you saw, didn't make much of a difference. And I decided I didn't like them anyway, so I took those both back down to 0. Shadows, I usually lift those just a little bit. Highlights usually have to come down, especially when I'm working with something white and bright like this whipped cream. And then I decided to take the blacks down even further because I wanted that background really dark and I wanted this really contrasty look, this moody, cozy look. So that's why I did that. Then after doing all that, it was time to work on the background balanced with the subject, which is the hot chocolate, and to get it dark and cozy, what I was going after without having to worry about blocking light and all of those kinds of things. So in the end, I ended up adding 3 masks, but I only actually changed 2 of those. So I added a background mask and a subject mask. And after I played with those a little bit, I didn't make any changes to them. They went back to 0. But the brush mask, which I sent across the top up here, I took the exposure and the blacks down to get that to be dark for the rest of the photo. So there you have it right there. And once I got ready to export, actually I did export it, I realized that I kind of had a little bit of white here that I really didn't like. So I just added a brush there as well. And once I took down the exposure and blacks there, I got it to where I really wanted it to be. So this is the final photo. And once I took it, I styled it. I took the photo myself, took the photo of myself. It's just a fun holiday cozy photo that can easily be created by a combination of the shoot and the editing. Thanks for watching. Again, head over to loririce.com blog and you can check out a bit more about this photo, a few more details about it.